Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm happy to have you. In this video, I'm going to challenge you to stop trying. How many times have someone asked you to do something or go somewhere and your response was, I'll try? They may have asked you to make a donation or attend a church service or even their kids' performance. And before you even think about it, out pops, I'll try. But what exactly is it that you're conveying when your default response is, I'll try? About 2 decades ago, I read a quote and it has made such an impact in my life. The quote was, don't try, commit. Trying implies that you're making an attempt or an effort to do something. Oftentimes, when we say we'll try, we're already giving ourselves an out. Just in case we don't feel like it or we changed our minds, we won't be held accountable. But when we commit, we pledge ourselves to a certain course of action or even a policy. Now, I'll admit that in the early days of me committing to stop trying, there were times when I was fully aware that I wasn't interested, but in the midst of me reluctantly obliging, I was often convicted, and I either stepped up and fully committed or respectfully declined. Now, I realize that there are those who genuinely feel like when they make an agreement to try to do something or be someplace, that they'll actually make an effort. But I also believe that there's a greater level of compliance when we make an effort to commit. This one little nugget has changed my perspective, influenced, and impacted my life for 20 years. Think about it. There are certain sacrifices that often accompany certain level of commitment. When I committed to my husband almost 17 years ago, I expected the good times, but I also braced myself for the hard work, consistency, and compromise that comes along with marriage. When I committed to being a business owner, a complete paradigm shift occurred. I embraced the sacrifices of doing the hard work that was involved with becoming successful. When I committed to becoming a runner, I knew that getting a run in here and there was not going to cut it for me. A consistent 4:30 a.m. wake-up call was what it took to start making progress. It takes a certain level of commitment with parenting, or even producing these YouTube videos for over a year now. When I committed to living a Christian life, it became necessary for me to do certain things to have a closer relationship or a spiritual relationship with Christ. I had to pledge myself to a certain course of action. I shared my habits of spiritual fitness in a video that I'll link in the description. Be sure to check it out. Of course, I'm not suggesting that you totally upheave your life to commit yourself to someone or something that won't bring you fulfillment. But I do believe that we develop a greater consciousness of our ability to commit when we intentionally choose how we respond to life's requests. Perhaps you've been asked to volunteer at an event or speak at a meeting or attend a particular function, or you've been trying to eat healthier, lose weight, or exercise more, but you've been afraid to commit. Just in case you change your mind, you don't feel like it anymore, or you're afraid of rejection or failure. Or maybe you've even been thinking about trying to have a closer relationship with God. I encourage you to stop trying and commit. You'll be surprised how saying yes and making a commitment will allow things to align and come into agreement so that you can fulfill that commitment. Proverbs 16 verse 3 says, commit your actions to the Lord, and your plans will succeed. If you need some help with commitment, I also did a video called How to Be Successful in 3 Steps. I'll link that in the description as well. A recent study predicts that the failure rate for New Year's resolution is 80%. And by January 19th, most people have already abandoned their New Year's resolution. While this is the time of year when a lot of people who were trying actually start throwing in the towel, I want to encourage you to stop trying and commit. All right, I want to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever said you'll try knowing full well that you had no intention of committing. Leave a comment. And while you're at it, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll hit the like button, share, and subscribe. All right, till next time, stay committed. God bless.